Good morning, hockey fans. Here we are, Riley Arena, beautiful Cody, Wyoming, for the Game 2 matchup between the 12UB Yellowstone Yeti hosting the visiting Jackson Black Hockey Club. Yesterday's game, Jackson finished up on top, coming out with an early lead, and they hung on to it the entire game. It was competitive, and there were no quit out of this 12U squad, so Yeti looked to bounce back today, and I believe are positioned to do so. Final words here from Coach McGonagle. We'll be underway. Bridger Lee makes his way over to the goal, and starters will be McGonagle taking the draw out there with Green, and it's Kolstad and Schmidt back on defense with Schlenker right wing. That's dumped in back behind Lee, picked up by Schmidt here. Looks to skate it out through the middle. Cross for Green. She gains the zone, but Schmidt had lost his footing and was in the zone. That'll draw an offside whistle here. First stoppage in play. McGonagle again steps in to take the face off. It's one back. Dumped into the zone up by Green, but now handled by Jackson. They'll carry it back behind their netminder. Off the far half wall. Now McGonagle picks it up. Able to keep it in the zone. Circles here to the near side. Takes a shot. Blocker save, and just held in by Schmidt. Pinching up. Dumps it in down low. Now Green. On the left circle. She'll lose it, and it's cleared out of the zone. Schmidt regroups. Tries to leave it for McGonagle, but Jackson steps on it. Now they've got a break chance. And that turnover at center ice leads to a breakaway that is converted by Jackson. So again, they'll step out to the early lead here in this one. Riley, Baker, and Mushlock is the line up front. Lundvall and Perry back on defense. Handled by Perry, fires it across for Lundvall. Lundvall pushes it up, here from Mushlock. She sends it across and finds Riley. Good passing here from the Yeti. Riley skates center circle. Mushlock is in the zone though. And that'll draw an offside. Jackson now gains the zone. Baker's check to the ice. Now cleared out of there by Lundvall. Another shot comes in. That goes wide right of the net. Blane Riley will play it back behind Lee. He gets his pocket pick. Centered out there for Jackson right out front. And Jackson able to find the back of the net again. McGonagle, Gibson, and Williams now out there out front. Schmidt and Corso back on defense. McGonagle takes an awkward fall, slow to get back to his feet, but looks okay now. He picks up the puck back behind Lee, circles around to the near side. Oh, he loses an edge though. Still able to get it cleared out of the zone. Finds Williams here in the middle of the ice. Dumped back in by Jackson and now played by Jacob Corso. Corso to Schmidt, who dumps it out to center ice. Jackson out there with a couple towering players. McGonagle here now in the near half wall. Skates it into the corner. He's got Gibson out front. And Williams tries to take a tough angle shot himself. That's saved and cleared out. Corso will hold it in at the point. Finds McGonagle, but McGonagle poke checked off. And now Jackson coming the other way. One-on-one break. Gibson trying to get back on the back check, but skates around. Backhand shot is saved by Lee. Now Riley works with it here on the far boards. He's tripped up. Jackson player's got the stick stuck here in the boards. Now pulls it out. McGonagle. Find Riley. Riley gathering speed. Now into the zone. Lana Green on this side. Riley takes the far shot. That save puck is loose back behind. Unfortunately, Green stopped skating toward the net. She would have had an easy one to poke in there. Always go till the whistle blows. Perry will step up here and he'll take a slap shot. That gets all the way through, saved. Nice hard shot. Green now out to Riley. Now back to Perry here at the blue line. He'll take another opportunity for a slap shot. And there's Green on this side. She had an open net in front of her, but fired it toward the goalie, and that's saved. Good opportunity to even the score there. Now over in front of the Jackson bench. Comes back to Perry, center circle, and he finds Green. All the way in on Lee, he'll glove and hold. McGonagle for the draw. It's one back by Jackson to the point. He'll take a shot, intercepted here. Lundvall pushes it out of the zone. Jackson punches it back in, but they'll be offside, and so we'll get a draw here over in front of the Yeti bench. McGonagle, Mushlock, and Baker is the line up front. This is handled by Schmidt, whose defensive partner is Lundvall. Centering pass by Jackson. Comes right to Mushlock. She's skating over. She pushes it back toward the blue line. Just held in, though, by Jackson. Puck gets back behind Schmidt. Down low. Now Lundvall pick it up. Wraps it around the far boards looking for Baker. McGonagle. Now intercepted and cleared out by Schmidt, but this is going to come back for an icing against the Yeti. Riley to take the draw. Out there with Gibson and Williams. Comes Riley. Gains his own with speed. Works toward the outside. Oh, just poke checked off the last moment. Takes a shot though from this side and scores! Blane Riley breaks the scoreless first period here for Yellowstone. Gets them on the board with one, and this hockey game is now within one. One back by Jackson. Push it out of the zone. Riley has to clear before Gibson goes in, and he does not, and so that'll draw the offside. McGonagle wins it over. Now picks it up himself. McGonagle, Green, and Schlenker up front. Schmidt and Kolstad back on defense. That gets past Schmidt and back to center ice. Kolstad hustles over from her side to pick this one up. She'll skate back behind Lee. Pushes it around. McGonagle will scoop that off the far half wall. Carries it back down low. McGonagle starts to work through the defenders. Poke checked off there and dumped back out to center ice by Schmidt. Schmidt skates up to apply a forecheck, but Jackson takes advantage and finds the open man back behind. Good back check by McGonagle to deny a shot on goal. Held in here at the blue line by Jackson, though. They'll skate it into the slot. Backhand goes wide right. Now Schmidt pushes it up, looking for Schlenker. Bounces right back to Schmidt. He punches it ahead. McGonagle trying to win the race to this puck. Goes into the corner, though. McGonagle centers just right of Schmidt, who is there. Green takes a shot. Now another one. That's deflected high up over the net into the glass. Icing call here now. Well, hand was in the air, but they did not blow the whistle. Yellowstone controls. Just held in here, though, by Jackson. That shot comes in on Lee, and that'll beat him to the far side. What should have been an icing and was not called leads to a goal there for Jackson. Riley, Baker, Mushlock up front. Lundvall and Perry back on defense. Puck goes to the corner, Mushlock battling there. Now Riley back to the point. It's going to be a slashing call, I believe, coming to Jackson here, number 25, heading to the box. It'll be a minute and a half for slashing, and Yellowstone will get the first power play of the game. McGonagle, Gibson, Riley. Up there looking to take advantage of this power play. Comes over to Gibson. He centers it for Riley. Bounces around. Gibson tries to unload from the high slot, but taken off, and now McGonagle hustles over to it. Keep it in the zone. Right comes back to Riley. He takes a shot. That's off, I believe, the side of the net. Now back up front for Gibson. He'll take a slap shot attempt, but fan on that one. Jackson able to clear back to center, and Perry gathers there. Perry spins it around to Gibson. Gibson misplays that puck, and Jackson now will dump it in. Touched up by Perry and goes into the corner. Power play is half over. Perry skates it out. Needs to push it up to a teammate here. Riley takes a shot that goes off the outside of the net. Dumped in here by Jackson. Lee will settle it back behind the net. Jackson player there, though. And Perry's going to get called. It's going to be a checking call here coming against Perry. So for the next 7 seconds, we'll have 4-on-4 hockey, and then it'll be a power play for Jackson, their first of the game. McGonagle to take the draw. It's won by Jackson. Backhand goes right across the front of the crease. Now here into the near corner. Jackson fires it back to the point, now dump back in low. Schmidt picks it up there, but he'll lose it. McGonagle now charging down to pick it up down low. Power play is active now for Jackson. Puck comes out of the zone though, and so they will have to clear. That'll kill some time, and McGonagle gets a stick in the passing lane there. And offside call here against Jackson. Just under a minute left on the power play for Yellowstone to kill off. McGonagle to take the draw. It's won by Jackson. Losing a glove is Williams. He picks it up, gets back into the play. Schmidt now battling down low, and McGonagle out of the corner with the puck, but pressured. Cuts to the inside. Clancy McGonagle now working back and forth, trying to push it up the ice with speed. He'll take a shot. That is played with the glove by the goalie and held on to. But that'll force the draw down in the offensive side of the ice for the Yeti. Just under 30 seconds to kill off in the kill. All the way back, Lundvall. He'll take a far shot. That goes off of Riley, though, and stays there at his feet. Now back 2-on-1 chance for Jackson. Kolstad forces to the outside. Centering pass, looking back door. Good idea for the Jackson squad, but no shot. All right, back out in front. That caroms over into the far half wall. Shot goes wide left and back around behind. Now on the near boards. Full strength for Yellowstone. Here's Schlenker. Able to push it out of the zone. Oh, uncontested. And again, the defense allows Jackson back behind him, and that leads to a goal for Jackson. And they go up 4-1. McGonagle, Green, Schlenker up front. Perry and Kolstad back on defense. Another shot, that one saved by Lee, and he'll cover. McGonagle steps in to take the face-off here. Just over 2 minutes to play in the first period. As the ref gets him lined up, there the puck is dropped. It's won back by McGonagle, and he'll now controlled by Jackson. Schlenker trying to push this one out of the zone, held in at the point. Now Perry. Oh, sends one to McGonagle, who loses it right out front in the slot. That leads to a really good opportunity for Jackson, but their shot goes wide, thankfully. Green pushes it out of the zone, and Jackson has to clear. McGonagle taken down from behind. That's going to draw a tripping charge. As I believe it's number 9 for Jackson heading to the box. And it'll be another power play here for Yellowstone, looking to capitalize, bring this game within 2. Near face-off draw. McGonagle will take this face-off. Sent back toward the point, and this one does get past Schmidt back to center ice. He'll gather it in the Yeti zone. Pressured by 1 for Jackson. He'll stop behind Lee in reverse, come back the same direction. Tries to push it out of the zone, now does. That's a good example of what forechecking will do for you in Jackson's case. Now back to center ice, Corso. And again, he's under pressure. Finds Schlenker though, neutral ice. Schlenker gets poke checked and Jackson comes in. 1 to beat. Good defensive play there by Schmidt, but Jackson still able to get a shot off. And McGonagle does not allow that one through. McGonagle's got 2 players up ahead. Riley sends one right out in front of Lee. And here comes Riley. Followed by Baker and Mushlock. Riley will take a shot off far side. It goes into the corner. Baker here. Cleared out of the zone. Lundvall has to hold. And he was trying to. And I did not believe that puck completely crossed the blue line, but they blew the whistle anyway, calling the offside. Riley with the draw here. It's 1 back for Lundvall. Lundvall chips it up the boards looking for Mushlock. Now Perry. He'll dump it in. There will be the horn, and first period expires with Jackson up on top in this one. 4 goals to 1. Slight advantage to Jackson in shots as well, as both teams head to the bench to talk it over. And here we go, second period action. It'll be McGonagle, Gibson, and I believe that's Williams out there, yes. Williams on the far side. Perry, Lundvall back on defense. Perry pushes this one out of the zone, and that will draw the offside whistle. McGonagle for the faceoff. McGonagle wins it over for Gibson. He'll carry it through center circle. Kade Gibson trying to push it up and in. He's met with white jerseys. Now into the slot. Williams with the break chance. He'll take a backhand shot and score! Jace Williams starts this second period off just how the Yeti want to do it. Bring this hockey game within 2. Same line stays on the ice. Schmidt will handle this one, and he'll carry it deep into the zone back behind Lee. Fires one for Gibson. That gets all the way through. Kade Gibson's back behind, folks. He'll take a shot. Oh no, centering pass. Great idea. Went through both McGonagle and Williams. Now Williams sends one toward the net. Gibson steps up, try to play this one. He does get there. McGonagle takes the puck momentarily from him. McGonagle for Gibson. He'll try a one-timer. Cannot unload. Now Schmidt. There's going to be a tripping call here. Coming to Clancy McGonagle. He'll go to the box. Minute and a half for tripping. Jackson goes on to the power play. Riley battling into the corner, and Perry fires one down the ice. It's going to be on goal, though, so that will not be an icing. Back out to center. Perry has to delay. He'll drop it for Riley. Yellowstone maintaining control, even though they're on the penalty kill. Riley skates that in, takes a shot, goes just over the crossbar. Almost a shorthanded goal right there. Corso picks this one up in front of Lee, carries it into the corner, but now over skates. Jackson looking to center. That comes into the slot, shot in on Lee, and he'll glove and hang on. 37 seconds left in the penalty kill. Riley will take the draw out there with Williams out in front. Perry and Lundvall back on defense. Shot from the high slot, that goes over. Centering attempt comes back door here for Jackson. They'll backhand one. That's blocked out front though by Perry. Now back for Lundvall. He'll skate it back behind the goal line and wrap it around here the near boards. Out of the zone, back to center ice. Riley tries to dig one out there and create a break. Final seconds of the power play, and they're going to get one chance in here. That shot goes way high and left. Full strength for Yellowstone. Riley will intercept that centering pass from Jackson. He pushes it up, finds McGonagle, who's got a break. Breakaway, Clancy McGonagle takes a shot! And off the post and the crossbar junction and in, Clancy McGonagle brings this hockey game within one. Jackson into the slot. And they'll bounce back with a quick answer. They're beating Lee to the glove side. Pushed out of the zone here by Lundvall. He'll lose his stick. Now cleared. This one's going to come back for an icing against Yellowstone. It'll be Riley, Baker, Mushlock up front, Kolstad and Schmidt back on defense. Out to center ice, Riley trying to jump up and on it. Schmidt will carry it in. That's going to be offside. They don't blow the whistle though. Now Mushlock challenging down low. Riley now working on the near side. He'll dump it. Wrong side of center, though, and this puck goes down low. I guess they'll say that one was tipped as well. No icing. Right out in front of the goaltender, but now this one will be an icing call coming against Jackson as it goes into the corner, and there is the whistle. Just over 9 minutes to play in period number 2. McGonagle for the draw. It's won back by Jackson to far side, sent back to the point, held here by Corso. Corso trying to keep it in, dump it in down lower. McGonagle, he'll backhand it and find Gibson. Gibson tripped up there in the slot, and this one does get pushed out of the zone. Corso retreats and picks it up. Sends one back behind for Perry. Gibson wraps it around the boards. Past Corso, and McGonagle and Perry hustling back here to prevent the breakaway chance. Good back check by McGonagle, and he goes hard into the inboards. Pops right back up, though. McGonagle now into the slot. He'll take a shot. That's saved it, but the rebound there. McGonagle with the first shot, and Kade Gibson there to clean up. Finding the back of the net, and again, Yellowstone pulls within one. Riley, Schlenker, and Green up front. Lundvall and Schmidt back on defense. This goes into the Jackson zone. Jackson will play it back behind their netminder, pushing it around the far boards. Held in, and Schmidt is tripped up. It's going to be a breakaway chance here for Jackson and on Lee. But no shot, as he'll lose the puck and then slam his stick into the ice. I'm sure his parents appreciate that. Another shot here. Hard shot for Jackson, but that goes wide left. Oh, almost intercepted there by Schlenker. Picking up the puck is McGonagle trying to beat two white jerseys here into the zone. Does carry it in, but he's just overwhelmed by white jerseys. Still, though, somehow maintained the puck. Now loses it. Back to center ice by Jackson. And Schmidt will pick it up and skate it all the way back in. Need to avoid carrying it deep into our own zone unless absolutely necessary. Again, number 25 slamming his stick into the ice. Into the slot, there's a shot blocked up high. Back behind, centering attempt for Jackson. Oh, wow. Backhand pass finds the open man on the near side, and nothing Lee can do there. Just a great play by Jackson as they put their sixth goal on the board. McGonagle, Gibson, and Williams up front as Perry and Kolstad will pick this puck up back behind the goal line. Perry delays there, now sends it around the near boards. Jackson will hold him here at the far point. Send one back toward the net, intercepted by McGonagle, and he carries it into the corner. Now reversing directions. McGonagle collides with the board and cannot clear this puck. Jackson holding it in. Back to Perry. Now back to the neutral ice. Gibson loses his footing. They're going to say it's a trip. So delayed call coming to Jackson. Puck is sent to the corner, and Jackson will get to it and touch up here. And Yellowstone going on the power play on the minute-and-a-half tripping call coming to number 17 for Jackson. McGonagle will take the power play draw out there with Gibson, and Riley wins it over for Riley. Tries to take a shot, that's blocked. Jackson back behind their own net. Will send it up the far boards and back out to the neutral zone. Corso here, tries to cross for Gibson. Jackson disrupts though, and they'll carry it in. McGonagle pushing it up for Gibson. Receives that pass, carries it in here near boards. Now goes into the corner, Kade Gibson. Still controlling. He'll take a shot, and that's scooped up with the glove and held. We'll get a near face-off circle draw in the offensive zone. Gibson to take the draw. It's won by Jackson. Held in by Schmidt. Puck bounces to Riley. Now back towards Schmidt, and he dives, try to hold it in, but Jackson now with the 2-on-1 rush to the outside. First shot is saved, second shot goes back behind the net, wide. Another one comes in, saved by Lee. Shipped around to the outside, now Riley working inside. Williams slows up to stay onside. That's centered out for Williams from his knees. He'll take a shot, and that's gloved and held. McGonagle over towards Schlenker. Now Lundvall trying to hold it in. Schlenker puts it in deeper, but Jackson will intercept. And they do clear to the zone. Back the other direction. Oh, man. Jackson had a man come out of the box and was behind everybody. Now right out front. There's a shot. Lee will see that one and hang on. One by McGonagle over for Green. McGonagle again. I believe it's the third time we've seen that. Goes off the junction of the post and the crossbar and in. And McGonagle again brings this Yellowstone squad back within one goal, and it's a hockey game. As Yellowstone battling hard. Riley, Mushlock, and Baker up front. Mushlock goes to the far boards to fight for this one. Jackson dumps it in back behind Lee. He'll settle it there. Schmidt will overskate and then lose the puck right out front of Lee. And what has been the case so many times this game, right after we score, Jackson finds a way to answer. Under 3 minutes to play in period number 2. Riley again for the draw. Baker, Mushlock up front. Schmidt and Kolstad back on defense. That shot misses wide left and will come around for Mushlock. She'll advance it back toward the blue line, but not out. Jackson, shot right out front. Blocked. Baker now. Uh-oh, Baker will center one for Jackson, and they go top right corner. McGonagle for the draw. Gibson pushes it back for Corso, and he'll send it off the near boards. Picked up there by Gibson. Dump back in, and Perry will settle it. Long cross ice pass, looking for Williams on the far side. That gets all the way through. And now Jackson back to neutral zone. Corso gathering there. Puck was at Perry's feet, and he did not know it. So dumped in by Jackson. McGonagle picking it up. Coming up on a minute to play in the period. Perry will carry this one in just onside. McGonagle tangled up at the bench door there. Oh, Green just in and had an opportunity, but 3 skaters there, and they say one of them was offside. Final 47 seconds of the period. Blane Riley will step in to take this draw. Out there with Schlenker and Green up front. Lundvall and Schmidt back on defense. Lundvall pushes one up looking for Green. That gets just past her, and Jackson will fire a shot up into the Yellowstone bench. Heads up, coach. Pushed out of the zone here for Jackson. Sent cross ice by Yellowstone. Jackson will dump it into the far corner. First to it'll be Schmidt. He'll push it around the boards. Comes to Riley. Riley able to clear the zone, and with under 10 seconds to play, Jackson gathers this one up. They'll push it back to center ice, and that should do it for the period. There is the horn, and after 2, it's Jackson up on top, 8-5. And we'll be back momentarily here for final period action. here we go, back into third period action. It'll be McGonagle, Gibson, and Williams out there up front. Lundvall into the corner. And injury on the ice here for Yellowstone. Cannot see who it is yet. Clutching a knee. Able to get back up. It's Schmidt. Gets up under his own power though, which is good to see. He'll make his way to the bench and hopefully just fine. McGonagle will take this draw. Dropped and played in the corner here now by Jackson. They'll push it back to the point. That's intercepted. On the far side, he'll take a shot that does not get through. Perry pushes it out. Back to the high slot here. Defenseman pushes it over here to the near side. Shot blocked out front. That one gets through, but Perry now saved that one, and then so will Lee. Green drops it back behind her for Riley, and Riley's got one man to beat. He'll take a far side shot. That's saved by the goalie up into the high glass. Lundvall just keeps this one in, and Riley dumps it in. That'll be gloved by the netminder, and they will blow the whistle. Perry circles back behind Lee. Now Riley goes to the corner, supported by Schlenker. Perry does not allow that shot to get through. Back out front, centering pass, dangerous one there for Jackson. Wraparound attempt is successful here for Jackson. 2 minutes into the final period, they add another one to their total, go up 9-5. Dolly Parton would be proud. McGonagle, Baker, Mushlock up front. Kolstad and Corso back on defense. McGonagle picks this one up here on the near glass. He's tripped, and that will draw the call. Number 17 goes to the box again. Minute and a half for tripping. And on to the power play we go. McGonagle, Mushlock, Riley out there for this power play. McGonagle wins it over for Riley. Jackson now coming out of the zone. Kolstad forces the outside. That shot comes in on Lee, and he'll glove it. McGonagle with the draw over to Riley. Riley pushing ahead. Takes a shot. Save, but free. Scooped up by Jackson, number 25, pushes it ahead. Finds a man who's back behind the defense for Jackson. Breakaway shot, shorthanded. Will score. One back by McGonagle for Schmidt. Gibson's taken down there. Should have been an interference call against Jackson. Riley now checked off the puck. He'll return the favor. McGonagle for Gibson. Into the high slot. Gibson will take a shot. That's saved. Rebound. Back behind the goal line. Scooped up by Jackson. Perry blows a tire there, and Jackson will be first to the puck in the corner. Gibson works to the outside, clearing the zone. It's got McGonagle. McGonagle will hold up to stay onside. Gibson tries to fire a shot. Too many white jerseys, though. Riley will scoop this one up. Riley backhand goes wide left. Offside against Jackson. McGonagle to take the draw. Williams and Mushlock up front with him. That's dumped back in low. Kolstad will retrieve. First to it there. She pushes it up for Mushlock. Mushlock taps it back to center ice. There's another shot in. Lee saves. Perry at center ice, crosses for Kolstad. That gets past her. She steps over to punch it up, though, into the zone. Perry pushes it up. Riley now breaks free. Riley got one to beat. Works to the inside. Riley, backhand, save, oh! And there's a rebound for Williams, but he just cannot get it on his stick. And now Jackson back behind everybody. They've got a 2-on-none. Lee comes up with the big save there on the breakaway. Oh, now right out in front, open again, Jackson. They'll take a shot. Lee shuts it down. Two saves there by Lee, and he'll pounce on that puck. Beautiful sequence right there for Bridger Lee. Riley trying to dig this one and force it forward. Under pressure the whole time. Now gets it back on his stick. He'll try to backhand it in deeper. Jackson now clears that all the way back toward in front of their bench. Schmidt retreats and returning the favor from last period. He'll fire one up into the Jackson bench. One back by Jackson. They'll gain the zone. 17 takes a shot that gets blocked and into the corner. McGonagle tripped up. McGonagle will take a shot. Goaltender sees that one all the way into the glove and will hang on. Just under 7 minutes to play in the hockey game. Shot comes in and goaltender will save that one, scoop it back in and cover. It is a running clock here with the 5-goal differential. McGonagle, Baker, Mushlock up front. Defense changes out for Perry and Corso. McGonagle wins the draw, carries it in himself, looks to center across for Baker, but that's just too far in front of him. Perry will gather at the blue line, dump it in down low to the far corner, and Baker goes there. Now McGonagle scooping off the far half wall. He's checked. Perry will hold it in though. Jackson comes out with the puck. Pushes one ahead. Corso will be first to it. Corso backhands looking for Mushlock to get it out of the zone. Mushlock has it there, she clears. Skating it up, applying pressure is Baker and Mushlock. Mushlock will hold it in. Perry slaps at one. Comes to Mushlock, she'll dump it into the zone, chase herself. Cleared right back out by Jackson. Comes McGonagle looking to pick up speed. It's going to be offside though as Riley cheated into the zone ahead of him. Riley for the draw, out there with Gibson and Williams up front. Perry and Corso back on defense. Comes to Corso. He'll send it across. Confusion there between Perry and Gibson though. Offside against the Yeti. Clock is ticking down under 4 minutes now. Gibson sends one into the zone and Riley jumps on it. Gets slashed and will lose his stick. I believe penalty coming here to Jackson for slashing. Against number 2. So power play to Yellowstone. Draw will be to Gibson. One back though by Jackson. Jackson right across into the high slot. One-time attempt goes wide right. Kolstad into the inboards to pick this one up. There's another centering pass by Jackson. And Riley pushes it out. Riley feeding across to the open Gibson. Backhand shot by Jackson goes high over the net. 2 minutes to play in the hockey game. Jackson will take a shot, wide left. Gibson has it here, working to the inside. Into the zone, Gibson's got Riley on the other side, but not get it across. Perry back at center ice will play this puck. Perry leaves it for McGonagle. Just under a minute and a half to play. McGonagle trying to pick up speed. Working inside to outside. Gets around, then loses the puck there in the slot. At this level, just got to get the more passes off. Cannot do it yourself. Back out to the neutral ice. Lundvall hustling back. He's taken out into the boards. And that is going to draw a whistle. It'll be a minute and a half for roughing. Number 17 going to the box. That's his third or fourth time. Back to center ice. Lundvall will dump this in. Now 10 seconds to play. McGonagle picks it up. Working to the outside. Clancy McGonagle, one more chance. And he's tripped. They'll let him play. Mushlock takes a shot. Or no, Green does not get through, and time expires. And Jackson Black will walk away this weekend with the sweep. But this 12U team has Gillette Silver visiting this afternoon and tomorrow. 4 more games of hockey to be streamed, at least by me, today. Up next will be some 10U Black action. Hope you enjoyed this one, and we look to see you for the rest of the games this weekend. Take care.